Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Space Engineers Scrapyard. We're hanging out at base, looking at the three celestial bodies just chilling out in the in space. Or four? Okay, yeah, we get four on screen. Hold on, hello. Yeah, look at all those guys out there. Yeah, that's nice. But no, we're here at our new little hangar bunker thing jig where we're gonna park our assault vehicle. Yeah, we're here, and I'm gonna walk up. Oh, that's Dave's. That's across the thing. I'm gonna turn signals off. You know, there's another one that's like 3 point something over there. That's Dave's. I'm just gonna turn them all off. I don't need them cluttering up the HUD. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here so I can do that. Knock that down. Oh, that's not a full thing. Any others not full? You're not full. Be a little bit careful about how many of these I slice out of here. And I have kind of taken stock of what I have. I think I have 26 or 28 solar cells. I'm shy of the full 32 to get this guy back up and operational. Obviously, we have this one. We have the wind turbines and things on the base, so they're not super important, but I would like to do some relocation of them. And actually, there's a hack line on these. I'm going to go ahead and
inventory full.
Get it hacked. There we are. Yeah. So we're here. We've got our thing. The sun is rising on up. I should have 11 still plates on me. Okay, that's a bit less than I thought I had on me. Just drop off everything and then grab a bunch of steel plates. That's predominantly what we'll be working with first thing today. And we are gonna go. Oh, I actually have the shape for that. There we go. We're gonna be doing some of this shenanigans and just getting this thing sort of fixed up and back into more or less its I don't want to say final configuration because that's not correct. But getting it back into a more ready state, I guess, is how I should phrase that. His final form feels a little grandiose of a claim for what this is going to be when I think I'm done with it. Well, at least done with it for today. Slice that out of here, get you out. You can see I've already replaced the floor here with light armor panels. You're staring at the words, Rudy. Just read them. Didn't mean to hit the jetpack. My jetpack doesn't work. Mostly because, well, this is a scrapyard like through, and whoops. You don't, that right? I don't think that's right. No, that's not right. I need to do this one. Here we go. That's right. Yeah, because we have these little guys anchoring down. But yeah, there we go. We're gonna do some fixing ups of this. The solar panels, though, they do kind of need to come down because I'm gonna flip them over and put them on the upper side up here. Actually, I can't because these are actually taking up this whole block going upwards. Yeah. Solar panels. What am I doing with solar panels? I could probably just, yeah, temporarily, I guess for the time being, weld them to like this, or put it in as like part of the floor here or something. Just to kind of have them out of the way. Can I slap them on? Nope. I was gonna say, can I slap them onto the side of that thing there? I could use them as, I guess if I cleared out some rock, just hanging off of this siding here, or maybe there, just act like a little facade style thing. I don't, yeah, not 100% certain, but let's go ahead and slice them down, because we can use the advanced grinding. I'm gonna pull the power cells out of that, actually. Not power cells, the solar cells. Just in case when I drop them down, they are a little high up. But I don't feel like doing anything to get them any more secure than they kind of already are. But we will protect the cells. Just let go a little too soon there. Whoop. Okay, you lived. I'm a little surprised by that, but you're a lot. Oh. At least that one didn't bounce. Yeah. And those can sit down there for the time being. Those can go in there like that. I'm loving it. Let go. What? Oh, my... Ah! You heard nothing. I'm out of steel plates. I must have dumped them all into a container. Let's just go ahead and grab a bunch more. I'm certain that's what happened, right? Right? Put those in there like so. This will all be flat stuff. Looks like most of this is already made up. I don't need to go about fixing it, putting in new stuff. Other than that one little piece, yeah, all this side is all got it, all its blocks and whatnot. This is the side that is, yeah, missing a few of its marbles. Quite a few of its marbles, actually, not just a few. One more. And then, oh. Is that? Oh, that is that. Oh. Okay. I guess I should have known that, kind of looking at this, the gradient change on the slopes. Yeah. Well, so that's in place. You are wrong. I need this. Like so. Uno mas. And then it's all just flat stuff, and we'll worry about getting it painted and, you know, weathered looking. Well, a different bit of weathered looking later. Whether or not I add whether or not I add corrugated armor. Okay, I was just checking to make sure the pattern is going the right way. That's good. Back that rusty look. Whoops. Did I? Oh, it's heavy rust. Okay. Alright. That's fine. This gives me a roof. I can attach things to the inside. I'm going to want things like, well, lights. Will be higher on the priority list. That way, once we get this done, we'll go ahead and weld it up in a minute. I'll slap some lights on the roof upper section. Inside, probably just make some scaffolding so I can walk around in there temporarily and just cut it down as I go. Yeah, we will, in fact, want lights. And hopefully I get lights up before the sun goes down. That way we can actually see and build through the night. But, excuse me for a moment while I weld all these. And there we go. Got it all welded. All looking good. Even sliced a couple of pieces out of there. You actually need to go as well. Didn't notice you were just chilling there like that. That, and then that. Nice. Alright. And then we'll weld these up too. Just... Oh, hello. Just because... Probably should have did something about that. Probably... easiest, I guess, to grab the VTOL ship. And do I want to mimic this facade of a of a hangar door that closes in? That is a question as I sit down to charge up. There we go. I've thought about it, and I'm gonna say no. I'm mimicking the facade of the hangar door, at least on this side. I kind of like seeing the little workshop over here. I will mimic the facade here, probably matching how far it comes in on this side. So mimic the facade here and mimic the facade again over here, which is, what is it from? How far over? Obviously it's not that one. So 1, 2, 3, it comes over. So if we go ahead and get these, I'm actually going to copy. No, that's not what I wanted to copy. I wanted to copy you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. All right. Oh, nope. That's the right block. 2, 3. That's how far over it comes. And then again, 1, 2, 3. It does restrict the ramp a little, but not enough that it causes me any issues, given that all that's going in there is this rover and maybe a secondary rover of about the same approximate size if I ever do an additional combat rover. Yeah. And while I'm thinking of it, because I will forget, lights. Lights. Where am I putting these bad boys? Somebody told Greedy he forgot the lights. Someone told Gritty he needs construction components for lights. There. Now I have construction components for my lights. And I'm not real sure where to put these. I got this band that seems to come through here. That's... Did I not just grab a bunch of construction components? I walked over here. I looked at you. Oh no, that gives me... I just need a proper mount point. You can't just place them floating in the air. I guess... A mount point doesn't exist there. I guess that kind of makes sense. I am a little saddened by it, but I suppose it makes sense. He says. Lying to you because he doesn't like that it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, and if I put these up here, there's going to be a lot of light bleed through up outside. But I guess I would kind of have that issue with any other lights, too, wouldn't I? Well, I guess these wouldn't have too much exterior bleed through. If I put one there, because I can adjust the offset and then push it down and get the light bubble more centric. Oh, that's not where I... crap, it's even. Should be one there. And one there. And there. And one there. That way it's offset from the center. I'll slice those out, and then I can adjust the offsets. And that should give me the majority of the light I need. And then I could do, I guess... these little guys, in case I wanted a little bit of extra soft light falling somewhere. I do have... These do provide lights. But I don't think that's what I want there. I kind of want a window, like this. Like one of these bad boys. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I kind of like that there. Ow, whoops. And let's go ahead and place these. There. Yeah. So, please stop walking into things you're not supposed to be walking into, Greedy. Like that. That'll also let me know where to bring the little thing to walk up. Because there's one little guy right here. Who is that, but out here. Ooh. Hmm? 3D says with a question mark? Oh, because I haven't... Ah, right, okay. Alright, time for the VTOL ship. Excuse me, I got to this part sooner than I thought I would. There we go. Just press 3. Alright, because I need to complete the ensemble, as it were, of running things across. Out, and we can, yeah, place you, split you, and this is just 3 whole pieces. I don't want to get you in place. Okay. Ooh, that's not right. And by the piece that's not right is... Oh, wait, no, yeah, it is. Never mind. I thought I had those placed on top of that block and going over. No, they're... Yeah, you're good. You're good. All I need to do is place the 4 whole panels, which are going this way. What? Can I please... 2, 3, 4, and then we just walk it back down. There. There. And there. Oh, and I guess you... oh, those are 45s. Not of the variety where you're staring down the barrel of a 45, but, you know, a 45, nonetheless. Name that song, folks. There we go. Sweet. All right. Now I just have to weld them, and I know I said I was going to use scaffolding instead of the VTOL ship, but, I lied. Alright, I am out of steel plates. We're going to go ahead and set this bad boy down. Turn off the thrusters for the moment. Grab steel plates, grab the stuff for lights, I guess. He says like some sort of confused person. I need to get up, please. Ah. There we go. Alright. I can weld these up. I can weld the lights internally. Whoops. I can... Not... Oh. So all I turned off was the reverse thrusters. That would make a tad bit more sense why I can't do certain things. There we go. Alright. And the rest... I suppose I'll fly through here. We'll weld these couple of guys. Just because it's easier to get with this ship than it is to build that little bit of scaffolding. But we'll keep the ship out over here for the time being. Just trying to VTOL thrust. Go ahead and turn off for me, and you're just gonna sit there. I know, expending a little bit of power, but yeah, whatever. Ah. Guess who needs bulletproof glass? I do. But we'll grab that once I've spent most of my other resources that are on me. We have all these little wall things. These facades of hangar doors. I keep calling them a facade. I don't know if that's the right word. Uh, your crow here is not an interior decorator designer person. Uh, whatever. I think they're just interior designers, right? I don't know that they have an official name. Is that right? Can anyone confirm that? Am I just crazy? Am I an uncultured swine? The answer is no. I'm not. Because I'm an avian creature. I'm a corvid. Which is the family crows and ravens belong to. And we're going to go up there and do those lights. No, I'm not. I lied. I lied again. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? Yeah. That and like that and like that. Oh, gosh diddly dang it. Is that gonna work? Can I? Yes. Light 1, light 2. We'll play with their offsets in a minute. As soon as I get lights 3 and 4 operational. And slice out erroneous lights. You and you. Yeah. I don't like them so much, I'm not even going to give them a number. Now, what kind of idiot built this system? Yeah. Turn that off. Yeah, those default lights aren't exactly doing great. We're going to go 200. We're going to go 185, and we're going to go 165. My classics. Fall off, I will drop 9.5. Intensity will come down to, I'm going to call it a 3.8. And then offset. I have to figure out which way that works. But radius. Radius is just going to get rammed up to max, and you're going to be, you're going to be hangar lights. Just hangar light. Assault hangar light. Oh, wait. Can differentiate it because it's going to be on the same grid as the Rest Runners hangar. And yeah, I would like to be, get some dark corners. We'll have to do something about that. Maybe like a floor light or something might work to fix some of that. Because I can just use like these guys. I could use a hole, I guess. A hole light. So I see you and you. That would give me a light bar that kind of, I think, extends out of here a bit. Yeah. Because there'll be a half block here, which we'll actually throw in now, just so I can get a look at what's happening. Right, so interior plates. Interior... Oh. Ooh, yeah, see, I don't like that, that light bleed through like that, though. So I'm going to say that's a no-go on those. Uh-oh. Oh, oof. I was afraid I wasn't going to actually be able to get out of that. You and you. Yeah, and we'll probably just end up with like regular floor lights or something. Just jammed in you know? I wonder. Does that bleed through the back here? Kind of does. I will those up. Ah, it still does. Oh, if I offset. Ah, positive pushes forward. Okay. That is what we want to see, because that'll tell me which way I need to move the other lights. 3.2 fall off. 0.9 radius. We're gonna call you a 10-meter radius. Actually, 8. And offsets forward. See if we can't deal with some of that bleed through. Yeah, like that. That's not too bad. Semi illuminates that corner. I would assume there's some bleed through over here, but I won't really see until night. But that also does tell me you guys will have an offset of, I'm gonna call it 2. I should have copied that, but whatever. Just gonna do them all manually. Offset of 2 and offset of 2. There we go. All right. Can I pick these up by hand? Oh, I can. Yay. I'm gonna go ahead and drag these out of here. I'm gonna get these. Oh. Oh. Why am I not dead? Oh, okay. Ooh. I'm gonna be a lot more careful and get both of these out of here. I'm just gonna shove them. For now, I'm just gonna. I was gonna say lean them against each other. Something tells me that's not a great idea. Eek. Where do I put these stinking solar panels? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to lay them there. I'm just going to throw some welding pads down. I'm going to get them welded there and just out of our way. So excuse me whilst I do that. 1 and 2. There we go. All right, so those are out of the way. They're tucked off. This is kind of a dark corners area. I am just sort of tempted to just drop corner lights here and call it a day. That way I can divide, like, oh, one vehicle can go here, one vehicle can go here, because this is sort of the center. Let's see, do I have construction components on me? Oop, still plates. I guess I need to weld this floor anyhow. There you go. Have some steel plates for my concrete, because that's how that works. Oh, can I paste in the visual settings? Offset. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna push that to about right there. No, 2.5. That's what we'll call it. Fall off. I'm gonna drop a little more. Radius. I'm actually gonna bring down to. Yeah, just as those shadows are intensifying in that corner. So let's call it 14 is the radius. Intensity we'll bring down to 3. Oops. Copy all those settings and we'll paste them onto you. And then, yeah, that's a bit nicer. So get some shadowy corners, just limitations of lighting. And forced limitations of lighting, not game limitations of lighting. I'm just doing it that way because it feels more like a ramshackle building if the lighting isn't perfect or just super well illuminated in every little corner and nook and cranny. It feels a little more natural, a little more alive, like an older retrofitted building that we liberated and placed into here. Because that's what we did. Liberated it. Totally didn't steal this place. Yeah. And then what was the connection situation on you? Connector in the back, a large connector. Well, Air quotes large. I could. We could. Swear I was using a... Oh, there it is. It's like I was using a connector in there. I was like, where did it go? So we do have a large one in the back. Ooh. Could... I could do a hinge, though, I guess. So that I can make the angle match up a bit better. Do I want to do that? Could have a hinge, like sitting on the back. Yeah, these are even blocked, though, which is a little funny. But I think if I slice it out there, and we do a hinge, get rid of those, because I want it like that. That way I can raise the hinge, do a second, medium hinge, and then down because it needs to be a little higher. Would be nice. Though I suppose I could do one standing upright, couldn't I? How did you? Cut that out. Grab some components so I can weld this and actually do a bit of manipulation. Yeah, and then just some steel plates to place a few extra blocks. Yeah, let's do a little testy test here. So I want this. I want a medium head. Yeah, and then I want an additional rotor. Go here. We want a medium rotor here. Do that. These large steel tubes. I do need a large steel tubes. Fine. All right, now I have the things. Perfect. Let's go ahead and add the hinge head, and then I can. Oh yeah, it's kind of far forward. I really wish I could have placed them here. That would have been it. Well, you would have been less of an issue. But this is an issue, so I'd have to slice that open. I'm a little concerned because I need to slice this out if I ever choose to convey that up. But real quick, we'll just we will. Yeah, that's gonna push the connection out to like right here. By the time I get this into place, and I'm not really a fan of that. Let's bring this vehicle in here so I can actually get an idea. And I know, I could power on, brakes off. I could lower my suspension, but I kind of just wanted to leave the suspension alone, and not really fuss with anything like that. Oh, and the wheels are funny. Come on. I think it's all the unwelded things again. Yeah, because about the time I get this in optimal height range. Yeah, and see, now that's a little high, but I can get away with it by saying, oh, I up you a couple of pieces, and then I drop you a couple of pieces, and then I can keep doing that until it gets to the height at which we want it. Hmm. And I like the vehicles facing out like this. Like they are now. But I don't like how much they eat into the opened space in here. And now I could, mind you, just place it here. Do the connector here, and they just face each other each way. And you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I said all that aloud, and I was like, you know what?
Inventory full.
That's a good idea. Let's let's just do that. And I like this a little less, honestly, now that I'm kind of looking at it and how everything's gonna look where it shakes out, because I'm not really gonna have room to do another vehicle this size. I can do one a bit smaller though. Yeah, we could do one a bit smaller. We're gonna slice you out of here. We're gonna place in a counterpart over on the other side. I'm also gonna turn my suit lights on. All right, and this gives me the space to put this down. And I'm just gonna ahead of the curve here. Just kind of in anticipation of sort of thing. I'm gonna drop a conveyor junction, but I don't think I'm gonna be welding this up until I go to, you know, convey everything. Choosing a junction specifically because I don't want the opened exposed piece, or I could do like that. I don't really want the exposed open bits in the floor. Yeah, I think, yeah, just a junction. That's fine. All right, so I'll get you. We slice that out. We add a medium head. Give me my parts back. I know I had enough. And then you are upper limit. Like, we'll call it 48 for now. And set you to moving. We'll get this guy in. Perfect. And then we'll get a little guy in there like that. All right, so, and then as I bring you down, upper limit is going to be, what, 1, 2, 3, it's 42. Yeah, so 42. I think we're going to go 2 more degrees. Another 2. Another 2. We'll just incrementally move it like this until it is the exact height we want it. Six. 34. Yeah, and that looks about where we want it. Let's get the parts for the little connector, weld it up, and then I should just be able to connect up. Call it done. Well, done for that parking spot. And then obviously you see I've got huge, like, gap sections. I'm going to be missing some space. Is there anything left in? Oh, God, yeah, there is things left in there. Apparently, I'm not grabbing that last. There we go. I am grabbing that last motor. All right. And then you are our ship's connector. A switch lock. Come on. Ooh. Yeah. Cutter done with a couple more degrees down to get that perfect pinpointed dialing in of things, but hold on, not too bad. Right. So there's one like that. I can do a smaller vehicle over here, or something, and then, like I said, part storage and stuff over in that corner. Nothing really happening there, and then the just little service office kiosk thing. Yeah. All right. Now we spent a little bit of time doing this. I am gonna go ahead and switch gears, weld up a bunch of this floor real quick, and then we're gonna go after the signal that's been popping up over there. So I'm actually gonna switch back to normal display so I can keep an eye out for it and then get a heading, and then we can go after it. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and weld up a bunch of that flooring. And there, that's about all the steel plates I want to expend for the moment. To get a little bit of this front ramp, we got all the inside flooring. Well, most of the inside flooring done. I think there's one underneath this guy here that I obviously can't touch because there's a stuff in the way. I could slice and go underneath and get to it that way, but yeah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, so, I was, and also kind of looking at this needs some sort of something to protect that a little bit, but, yeah. And there's our signal. It's, about halfway between west and west-northwest. We're going to take the restaurant. We're not going to grab the, trailer, but we'll take the restaurant, and I've been having to come to the restaurant to grab steel plates out of its, inventory. Not this thing's inventory, but the actual other things inventory. I'm just going to toss all this into these boxes we got going on here. That way that can be emptied. And oops, looks like you're full. You're good to go. Yeah, I've ran out of steel plates on the base. So I had just been grabbing out of here, and this is already down to 667. Well, I mostly ran out of steel plates on the base. There's a connector somewhere that's got a few hundred in it, but, oh, the cockpit's got some there on this guy. But yeah, there wasn't a whole heck of a lot just chilling about for us to use. I'm just going to fill these up. I'll have to remember to empty these out. That connector, I do want to convey a bunch of the lines and things up. And actually, that I'm talking about cargo, and I was thinking about conveying everything up. It looks like my, my large cargo container despawned at some point. I don't know when that happened, but it did. The sigh. Actually, you know what? We're gonna take the VTOL ship out. That's that signal, that target, that bit of scrap is within the self-set 5-kilometer thing, and I may even go to Dave's just to get that signal to stop popping up. Yeah, this one's not too far. It's within striking distance for the battery life of this thing to be able to comfortably fly out and deal with. I need to put a camera on this thing, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. What do we got here? Looks like some pylons and one of those helos. Hello. Yeah, a couple of pylons. Well, a few pylons. There's 3 of them. Also could be called several, as defined by the Webster and Oxford dictionaries. Several is more than 2, but not many. Yep, that's the actual definition of several. Yep. Shrugging my shoulders. What do we got? Another one of these guys. I don't think that. Ooh, this one's actually still got its little lift gate thingy attached to him. Yeah, that built-in car in there. Vent controller. Is there anything in? Ooh, plushie in the cockpit. Slice those out like we do. Ooh, got a full custom turret controller. We do have automated programmable block, timers. Yeah, I don't know. We had that one helicopter, that cargo style helicopter thingy, that had a hydrogen thruster on it. I've not seen another helicopter with a hydro thruster on it, and I am a little bit saddened by that. I don't really have a use for this, and I'm not really in the position, the mood, to just be collecting them as scrap at the moment. And I'm going to go ahead and slice these all down. I know. But I have copies of all these blocks, so I don't need to hold on. Hello. Hi. I did not know you were present on this grid. Wait, did I know that was present on this grid? Where did we get our last one of these from? That should be a question. Yeah, that's a pleasant surprise. I will 100% be taking it. Because it means I can pressurize a few of my other grids. I can actually pressurize the Rust Runner. If I so chose now. Oh, do I not have a... Ooh. I thought I had a backplate on here. Uh-huh. Okay. But we... Whoa. Yep, there you go. Alright. Yeah. Other than those, I think I'm good. Yeah, let's venture back home. And I don't want to go to Dave's at present. I'm gonna leave it over there, just still pinging, close enough to base to sort of see it. So turn off the signals again, so we're not overly distracted by those. And I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna call this one here. We've accomplished the goal of getting the hangar back into a more working order, kind of integrated into the overall base now. I am loving the visuals that are coming along for the look of the base. Actually, we won't wrap it just yet. We'll spend a couple of minutes painting together, because I've done that consistently now, kind of just on my own, just because it takes so much time and I don't want to dedicate too much recording time to just getting things painted. Leave that on there for now. But we're here. I do have a spare few minutes, because I didn't overextend myself this time. Surprisingly. So yeah. We do have some time to work on some of this. Let's I like this brown color. I think I'm gonna maintain it. And then leave the center strip like so. Where is the... Yeah, leave these center strip. So you and you and you. I think we'll leave like that. I want to keep as much of its original colors, I'm thinking, as possible. He says hesitantly. Yeah. Keep as much as that in there as we can. That way we're not departing from its original color scheming and design scheming too much. And keep too many of my buildings from being all the same. That way it doesn't look as uniform, which forces it to have that scrappy feel to it, you know? Kind of pieced together. Like you were building with Legos, but you didn't have all the pieces from the same Lego sets. So you get a bit of variety, a bit of uniqueness in it all. There we go. Yep, we'll leave this here. Yep, there we go. Like that. I like that. That looks pretty darn. Oops, up. That's not the zero key greedy. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good. We get a bit of, uniqueness in some of these. You're not supposed to be that. In some of these, just given, those little triangles, I can't actually fill in with something. There's not a piece that can go in there, just given the block spacings that things are taking up. But yeah, this is looking nice. This is looking real nice. It's well illuminated in here, actually. Turn off my suit lights. Yeah, it's really well illuminated, thanks to these guys. Probably actually could have spaced them out. Oh, and I might do that. I might take that one and move it over, that one and move it over. You kind of get the idea of just placing the lights there, 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 and there. Kind of making square-ish in that 4x4 area, just sitting in the corners versus this look we get going. And that might push the lights and give us a little... oh, a storm. A little additional illumination in these corners. But not too much that I think it would, kind of break that illusion of just sort of piece together. I keep using the word ramshackle. I don't know if that's correct. Piece together feel, just, oh, we got it. We salvaged it. It's sort of just, was in disrepair, and we kind of brought it up to that just functionable state is kind of where I like this to be. I'm going to get in here before I start taking damage from the storm. Yeah. I've already taken enough damage. Well, no, I haven't taken any this episode, but I've taken enough in between episodes. So, that's going to do us for now. We're done. We're wrapped. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Appreciate you hanging out. And remember, until the next one, to stay safe out there.